Welcome to this lesson on molecular geometry. In chemistry, understanding the three-dimensional shape of molecules is absolutely crucial. Molecular geometry refers to the spatial arrangement of atoms within a molecule. This isn't just an abstract concept. The shape of a molecule determines many of its physical and chemical properties. Throughout this lesson, we'll explore how and why molecules adopt specific three-dimensional shapes, and we'll introduce a powerful theory called VSEPR theory that helps us predict these shapes. You might be wondering, why does the shape of a molecule matter so much? The answer is that the arrangement of atoms in three-dimensional space determines almost everything about how a molecule behaves. The shape affects molecular properties like polarity, which influences whether a substance dissolves in water or oil. It determines reactivity, how easily a molecule will participate in chemical reactions. Most importantly, shape is critical for biological function. In living systems, molecules must fit together like lock and key, and even a slight change in shape can completely alter biological activity. Let's look at two powerful examples of why molecular shape matters in the real world. First, in drug design, pharmaceutical companies must create molecules with very specific shapes. A drug molecule needs to have exactly the right three-dimensional structure to bind to its target receptor in the body. If the shape is even slightly wrong, the drug won't work. Second, consider DNA, the molecule that stores our genetic information. DNA adopts a famous double helix shape, two intertwined spirals. This specific shape isn't random. It's essential for DNA to pack efficiently into cells and for the genetic code to be read and copied correctly. Now let's introduce the main tool we use to predict molecular shapes. It's called VSEPR theory. VSEPR stands for valence shell electron pair repulsion. Now, I know that sounds complex, but let's break it down. Valence shell refers to the outermost electron shell of an atom, the one involved in bonding. Electron pair means groups of two electrons, and repulsion means pushing away. So VSEPR theory is all about how electron pairs in the outermost shell push each other away. This simple concept is remarkably powerful for predicting the shapes of molecules. The fundamental principle of VSEPR theory is beautifully simple. Electron pairs around a central atom repel each other. Because electrons are negatively charged, they naturally push away from each other due to electrostatic repulsion. To minimize this repulsion and achieve the most stable configuration, electron pairs arrange themselves to be as far apart as possible in three-dimensional space. Think of it like balloons tied together. They naturally spread out to get as far from each other as they can. This simple principle of electron pairs maximizing their separation is the key to predicting molecular geometry. When we apply VSEPR theory, we need to consider two different types of electron pairs around the central atom. First are bonding pairs. These are electron pairs that are shared between two atoms to form a chemical bond. Bonding pairs hold atoms together. Second are lone pairs. These are electron pairs that belong to only one atom and are not shared. Lone pairs don't participate in bonding, but they're still there, taking up space around the central atom. Both bonding pairs and lone pairs repel each other, so we must count both types when predicting molecular shape. This distinction will become very important as we look at specific examples. Based on VSEPR theory, molecules adopt several common shapes depending on the number of electron pairs around the central atom. With two electron pairs, molecules adopt a linear shape, with atoms arranged in a straight line 180 degrees apart. With three electron pairs, we get a trigonal planar shape, where atoms are arranged in a flat triangle with 120-degree angles between them. With four electron pairs, molecules become tetrahedral, a three-dimensional pyramid shape with bond angles of 109.5 degrees. These are the most fundamental molecular geometries, and many other shapes are variations of these basic patterns. Let's examine a specific example: carbon dioxide, with the chemical formula CO2. In carbon dioxide, the central carbon atom forms double bonds with two oxygen atoms. We can represent this as O equals C equals O around the central carbon. There are two bonding regions, the two double bonds to oxygen. According to VSEPR theory, these two bonding regions will position themselves as far apart as possible, which means 180 degrees apart. This gives carbon dioxide a linear shape. The molecule is perfectly straight, with the carbon in the middle and the two oxygens on opposite sides. Before we conclude, there's an important distinction you need to understand. We actually use two different terms when describing molecular structure. Electron geometry considers all electron pairs around the central atom, both bonding pairs and lone pairs. It describes the overall arrangement of all electrons. Molecular geometry, on the other hand, describes only the positions of the atoms themselves. It doesn't include lone pairs in the description. This is an important difference because a molecule can have a tetrahedral electron geometry, for example, but if one position is occupied by a lone pair rather than an atom, the molecular geometry would be different, it would be pyramidal. Understanding this distinction is crucial for accurately describing molecular shapes. Let's wrap up with the key takeaway from this introduction to molecular geometry. VSEPR theory predicts three-dimensional molecular shapes based on the principle of electron pair repulsion. Electron pairs around a central atom position themselves to be as far apart as possible, and this determines the overall shape of the molecule. Remember, shape is not just an interesting fact, it determines molecular properties and behavior. The shape affects polarity, reactivity, and biological function. As you continue studying chemistry, you'll see again and again how critical molecular geometry is for understanding how molecules interact and behave in the real world.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.